Hi, everyone. I have read your discussion board posts and also your revised goals and objectives and provided feedback for you. In relationship to the discussion board, I thought you guys did a really good job coming up with teaching strategies that covered all three domains of learning. This was not an easy assignment, so I appreciate the creative approach that you used as you move through that process. I'm always interested to see whose discussion board post gets the most comments from peers. And I think your classmate Julie won that award this time. Multiple times when I was reading everyone else's, people were commenting on Julie's work. So I thought that was really interesting and commendable. Your virtue this week dealt with compassion, and I love this concept in how we can apply that to our role as a Christian nurse educator. One of your classmates did a really good job of connecting the concepts of teaching with our biblical worldview. Melanie wrote in her discussion board posts that nursing educators have the responsibility of preparing students to deliver safe, quality care to their patients. To do this, they need to balance educating students on the complex processes and information that is nursing while keeping them engaged in the learning environment. Merely offering instruction is no longer a typical or valuable teaching strategy. Even the Bible warns against this type of learning in Proverbs 9:9, saying that to give instruction to a wise man, he will still be wise, but teach and one will increase in learning. Simply knowing information isn't as useful as understanding information. Teaching and learning strategies now focus on active learning versus passive learning. The amount of student learning is directly correlated with the amount of student involvement. I love the fact that we are thinking about, from a biblical perspective, in how we teach our students and being mindful that we are expected to do more than to be the sage on the stage or to stand in front of our students and just read PowerPoints. And I think Melanie did a really nice job reminding us of that. When we link that with compassion, I think one of the ways that we do that that we teach compassionately is that we're mindful of varying student needs and the fact that students prefer to learn in different ways. And when we can try a global approach to our teaching strategies, that really optimizes the potential for their success. And I think that's a very compassionate thing to do for our students. In relationship to your goals and objectives, if you have feedback that requires an additional revision, you've been given some instructions on how to manage that. Know that it's not uncommon to have to take several iterations to get your goals and objectives where they need to be. I know it may feel a little picky, but know that these goals and objectives need to get you through the next three courses. It is important that you understand the goals and objective process, as well as making sure that the content is adequate to guide your progress through the next three courses. Do not hesitate to contact me by email, and we can either exchange some emails or a phone call if needed to make sure that you're up to speed and your questions have been answered. When you look towards next week, you've got your practicum log that's due, as well as another discussion board. Your practicum logs, the first thing you should do is do your time logs. Know that your practicum logs and your time logs need to align. So all the dates that are in your time log, there needs to be a date on each of the pages that correspond with that time log. Know that each log has 8 entry pages included, so you can have up to 8 days included in a single file that you're going to upload. You should not be individually uploading multiple files for each day. One of the practicum files includes 8 days, and that should cover you for practicum log 1. When you get ready to start practicum log 2, you'll start a brand new log, you'll rename it log 2, and you'll put the days that correspond with that log in there. So just make sure that everything lines up, and most importantly, that the work that you are doing that directly correlates to the goals and objectives that you put in that first box in your tool. It's important for me to be able to read the experiences that you're having and relate those directly to a goal and objective. The discussion board is pretty straightforward. It's on incivility. I'm looking forward to your ideas about that. So often we focus on student conduct issues that involve plagiarism or Title IX violations, grievous types of things. In reality, the most common student conduct issues we deal with is student incivility. And being a teacher for a number of years, I have learned that the things that wear on you the most are student incivility. It's the behavior that students demonstrate within a course that reflect their disregard for either you as the educator or the course content, or worse yet, for their peers. So I really want you to be thoughtful about that process as you go through the discussion board. Know that I'm here and interested in your feedback. Know that I'm here if you have questions. I know that we're kind of almost at the halfway point, so you're probably getting a little restless. We're also really close to Thanksgiving, so please be purposeful in staying dialed in and getting your work done with intentional purpose. Know that I'm praying for you. I hope you are enjoying what's left of whatever fall foliage is in your world. Things are falling off the trees really quick in my world, so I'm starting to panic and think that I'm going to have my husband rake the leaves. If you all need anything, know that I'm here. Take care.